Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book, and
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn it on.
Hey, just a little late this morning. Sorry.
It's
my fault.
It was Josh's fault. Let's be real.
Everybody blame Josh. Or Josh.
Always the scapegoat.
Right? So you guys had a very busy weekend. I feel like we're just like leftover fumes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I am still riding on those fumes, aka edible that carried over into today.
All right then. Hey, Monday.
On a Monday.
AJ is here from Paperback Comedy. Josh, thank you for putting up with this one as much as you do. Stoically, even.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Sublime Dispensary for helping me put up with AJ.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank
That's
you,
Sublime.
Well, I saw that you guys found yourself in the company of Rob Schneider over the weekend. How exactly did that occur?
Oh my goodness. So one of the bookers saw my YouTube clips and my Instagram. I was like, oh, that'd be perfect for Rob Schneider. So shout out to Eli for having me on. Excellent staff at the Brook Casino in Seabrook, New Hampshire. I didn't even know that there was a casino in New Hampshire at all. But then again, there's a casino.
Like, oh, surprise.
Yeah. And the staff was kick-ass. Victoria was great. Adam also with security, and Mike.
Yeah. But how was Rob Schneider? Like, how did this even happen?
Still
Somebody
got
was like, there you go.
15 more people to thank.
Oh.
So
Kidding. Go ahead.
now, I thought that was I didn't realize that was a Buddha in the corner. I thought that was one of those Rolly T-bone things from the 90s.
No, it's just a little Buddha, my baby Buddha, bringing me luck.
All right, early morning ADD.
Right?
So the staff that I mentioned before said, hey, Rob Schneider would like the Beatles playing beforehand. It was anthology #1, and the best of the hits anthology. So when he came in, he's like, what is this dog shit music playing right now? And then in fairness, it was Imagine Dragons. So
I want to hear El King, my daughter, and only El. That will do.
So I was like, yeah, Rob Schneider, we don't blame you. That, like, they got my song right, but they didn't get his song right.
Awkward.
Yeah, because they said, hey, what song do you want to come out to? The same one I came out to in life. I Want It All by Queen.
All right.
And then
did you play that before you entered into the room with your family to tell them all that?
Something like that. Oh no! Well, like, I was in a room, I was playing that song, and like, we know.
Good stuff. And then last night, you find yourself in the Melody tent opening up for Brian Glowacki and also Eddie Iffy.
Yes, yeah, that man is iffy. Shout out to him.
What's his last name?
Eddie Ift, and he's
Ift.
Oh, and he's fantastic.
He brought the house. He was very funny.
I got caught into a trap with him and John Tobin, the guy that books the comedy at Melody Towns. I heard some like amazing stories between the two of them. Eddie's been in the scene for quite at it. Like, he got passed to the studio in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And I think he's like around my age too. Like,
really?
I need to step it up a little.
Well, he's also in LA, which I feel like affords you a little bit more of an opportunity or a little bit bigger of a kick in the face. It could go either way.
It can go either way in LA.
Right?
Yeah, but mostly the other way of not making it. But Eddie's one of the fortunate individuals that he's talented enough where like he can hold his own anywhere.
Yeah, he was pretty spectacular. He killed at the tent. The tent almost killed all of us. I was with some older people. Not I'm sorry, Gail. We're all sweating and dying over there. It was a really hot day underneath the tent, and it was still early enough where the sun was shining. And I know a lot of you guys are not used to doing comedy in the daytime, in the daylight.
Oh, I personally prefer it during daylight when I'm interrupting prime beach time.
Yeah. Perfect.
And halfway through my set, people are still looking for the seats and they're still looking at the tickets. I don't understand.
He turned into an usher halfway through.
Yeah, like I'm about to say, they're like, do you guys need help?
To be fair, I was given tickets. Thank you so much, Gail Fitzpatrick, from the Friends of the Plymouth Pound. If you're looking to adopt a dog, go see Gail. She's got a bunch of them. Cole is waiting for an adoption right now. So Gail says, hey, I've got these tickets. Do you want to come? And I said, absolutely. I want to go. My friend's opening the show. It's going to be a great time. Usher, she goes, here's your tickets. Go find your seat. We're going to take a little bit longer of a time. I'm like, that's fine. My usher seats us down right down the middle, center. I'm like, wow, these are great seats. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, where are my friends? And I look way over on the right-hand side, and there's Gail and everybody else. And she's like, you're supposed to be over here. And I'm like, the usher sat me.
Yeah.
I follow the directions. I give the ticket. They tell you where to sit. I sat. Apparently, she put us in the wrong space. Then we were downgraded over to the corner. It was fine. We ended up having a good time because there's no bad seat at the Melody tent, no matter where you are.
I was surprised more people didn't get seats in the way back, because even if you're sitting in the way back,
it doesn't
you're still
matter.
seeing everything.
They're great seats. So I was questioning if that usher was the same one that sat the other people that were lost and couldn't find, where AJ had to intervene in the middle of a set to try and help people find seats. I was like, they had our same usher. I know what's happening over there. I think it was her first day.
They're still arguing, like they're looking at the printed thing. And it's just like section D.
We just give it to the lady. Give it to the other lady. There are several of them. They're all there for you. Get it in there. But it was definitely a Nantucket reunion.
Yeah. And they're like, I don't get it. I said, listen, the Melody tent spray painted the letters right there.
Even still, I was just like, I sat where I was given my spot. Good morning, Slater. Good morning, Pam. I'm just saying, Gail. Good morning, Jackie. Thanks for joining us on the show. We've got Josh Adams, AJ Haypenny in here, a couple of comedians. AJ opened up. He did a really good job.
Thank you.
He did. Keeping the flow going, hosting it. And I was just really happy to see you up there on that stage.
Yeah, I was happy to be there. I obviously wanted to do more time, but like I had to keep the flow of the show going.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't matter if half of your set is like, no, you sit there.
Yeah.
You sit there. You try to stick to your time as easily as possible, even though I ran my time by at least 2 minutes, as far as I know.
As I spend more time with you people, you comedians, I am starting to notice how you play off of each other. And I find it really, really cool how you morph your set a little bit when somebody gets a laugh and you're like, all right, that's the stuff they like. We'll go there.
That's what happened yesterday. I was sitting with our friend Nestor Matute, funny comedian from Plymouth. And the second he started helping the first couple people in the front row, and that the woman like tried to get up on the stage.
Yeah.
I was like, he's going back to this.
Oh,
like
yeah.
3 or 4 times. Like anytime AJ does something silly off the cuff and it works really well, he'll go back to that well like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, I'll beat it into the freaking ground.
But I loved it. Eddie grabbed a little of it. Brian grabbed a little of it. So it ended up like kind of just being a constant flow through the show, and it just made me laugh.
I see it as an honor, but somebody references a thing that I do afterwards.
Yeah, for sure. It's got to be. You're like, haha, I made him laugh first.
Mm-hmm.
I did. Well, especially opening. Maybe talk a little bit about opening a show. That I feel like that's so much pressure and stress to put on a human, because they're like, no one's there to see you. They're there to see the headliner.
Yeah.
Or maybe they are there to see you. But you've got to get your like small piece of attention.
I had a lot of family and friends go there, but they weren't there for me.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, there's almost 200 of like people that I know.
Yeah.
That they're like, oh yeah, now that you're at the Melody Tent, now I can actually see you live. And I said, you could have seen me live the whole time.
Right.
Knockabout is next to your house. And you live in the old Zachary's. You could have come.
You could have walked there if you needed to.
It's just like, well, text me when you have something closer. Like, no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna perform on the old pole.
That's what Gail said. Those are Brian's friends who wanted to get up on stage. Good morning, Betty Slater. Yeah, Gavin DeGraw is Thursday, and it's gonna be Hunter's first concert. Very cute. His son.
What?
Good
Gavin
morning, Emily.
DeGraw. What was he singing again?
I Don't Want to Be.
Oh yeah.
He's got a bunch of other ones. He's got that I Don't Feel Like Dancing, or is that Jason Mraz? I can't. I'll have to take a look at the song and the musicology of all of that, but that's the only one I can remember right off the top of my head.
But hey, man, good for him.
Lucky with Kobe Calais, or was that Jason Mraz also?
Probably.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
And Shane writes, bro, we used to ride Asa Meg's bus together. Oh yeah, that's right. I probably still owe you money, but I spent it all on. So.
Oh wow. You got a lot of excitement when you mentioned the mills. Maybe that's your millbilly hanging out.
Yeah. My millbilly was hanging out. I was counting to 11, and then I put it back in.
Really proud of you.
Yeah.
Really proud of you. It was a big day.
And when I mentioned Knockabout, we got a huge pop for that.
Right? We were all excited.
Yeah.
Well, like Houghton was in the audience. We were there. We're all Knockabout people.
Yeah, like my Biden joke worked better at the Rob Schneider show than it did the Melody Tent because it was like still fresh.
Well, he just
happened.
dropped out, right?
So like even the people with the Trump hats, like that were at the Melody Tent show last night, like, come on, man.
But literally, my husband looked over at me and he goes, "Is that official?" I'm like, "Yeah, it just happened an hour ago. Like, what are you doing?"
Yeah,
you didn't get 50
Well, I did. I don't know how he didn't, but I mean, having all the new stuff that I have, being the radio gal that I am.
True, but
beep, beep, boop, boop, boop.
In fairness to him, right when Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed, this was like 3-4 years ago. It was like an hour before a comedy show that I was doing.
Yeah.
And then the booker brought me up. He's like, guys, just so you know, Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. And
here's your next comment.
I didn't have a joke for that, but
right?
I just wanted everybody to know, just in case you didn't get the news and people are crying. Like, and here's AJ. I'm like, what? It's
like cerebral news to work into your comedy to like get out there and make a joke about.
Well, last Saturday we did an open mic at House of Hatchets.
Yeah,
and we're on stage like while the assassination attempt went on. I'm up there just like
Cliff, can you shut off those cameras, please? I mean, shut off the TVs. We're busy.
I told Cliff leave on the TV, but he thought it was serious. I'm like, no, Cliff, I was messing with you. I'm sorry.
He's a former police officer. I mean, I get it. He's probably like, here we go. We're gonna leave all this. By the way, shout out to our friends over at House of Hatchets. Go see Cliff. Cool little spot in Hyannis. If you're
Cliff, baby,
for axe throwing or something fun to do.
Yeah, and even open mics that we do once a month there.
Yeah, you guys definitely host that. He's got a couple of other fun things that he works into that space. This has got a nice little space in there. It's comfortable. Good morning, Mari. Thanks for joining us. And Chariot. That's what he's saying. I'm so bad with that stuff. My brain is like on overload. It's that portion of the summer where it's so hot. I can't focus on anything. There's so many things happening. Olympics are starting this week. We also have the Barnstable County Fair, and I bopped over yesterday as I was getting really excited about opening day. We've got the Demolition Derby that is coming up. Lemonadio is going to be hosting that. We'll be there throwing out sunglasses and tchotchkes and all kinds of other fun stuff while everybody smashes and crashes cars, which is a really good time if you've never been.
Ooh.
I know, right? So we've got a quick little pop-in from the Barnstable County Fair.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? We are here outside of the gates of the Barnstable County Fairgrounds, and we are just hours away from opening day. 4 p.m. is when this area will be filled with people ready to see the Barnstable County Fair. And yes, while we've got the rides and we've got the food and we've got the entertainment, exhibits here are truly special at the Barnstable County Fair. Whether it's agriculture, culinary arts, gardening, crafts, and photography. You're going to find it all, some of our junior exhibitors as well, and the livestock. So we're going to show you an insider view of what's going on here at the Barnstable County Fair before it all begins. Hi, I'm hanging out with Oliver over here. Farmers from the Northeast United States bring their prize livestock here to the Barnstable County Fair to show off, inspire, and educate.
Join the entire Lemonadio crew Wednesday, July 24th at 7 o'clock in the main arena for the world's largest demolition derby. And check back with us here at Lemonadio for an insider view every day this week from the Barnstable County Fair. I apologize for my white face over there. It's like glowing in the dark.
Now, I have some notes.
Perfect. Just what I need. Listen, I had minutes to do all of this stuff in between shows.
You were so white, it was like I was watching a Die Antwoord music video.
We're gonna fix it before we put it on the reels, okay?
I think it's great. I think it's great the way that it is. It just have some Die Antwoord play in the background.
Cancel AJ, not me. He's allowed to say that. What's up, Jess?
we'll just get you a blonde haircut, and your bangs are going to be up to here. We'll get you a rat.
Jess, Stephanie, you're always glowing. Yeah, it was definitely glowing. Oh my God, too funny. I can only do what I can only do.
You look like a One Piece villain. Just like, where's the pirate treasure?
Oh my God. Well, I was wearing a romper and I got hazed by my husband for it because he hates the romper. And the minute he told me that, though, I went out and bought like 50 of them.
I thought it was a good romper until I saw how white it made you. So if anything, that's why your husband doesn't like it, because it just makes you a whiter person.
She looks so pasty.
You kind of look like a powder with a wig on.
Yeah, right. We're doing our best over here.
That reminds me, for my nephew's arts and crafts, I need to get him that little paste thing.
Oh my God. Well, glad to help you
the
out,
little
AJ.
Fodge Podge. What was it? Modge Podge.
Modge Podge. Jackie, you were sweating your rear end off over at the Mashpee Farmers Market yesterday. She was in a mermaid tail and she was just like flopping on the ground the whole time. And I walked over and her sister was like, "Can you tell her she could take a restroom break?" I'm like, "I don't know if I need to. She's a grown woman. I don't need to tell her to take off the tail and use the restroom." Jackie, you were dedicated. I appreciated you. We had a 360 photo booth yesterday. I've got to send you the photo of Houghton.
Are you whiting the whole time?
No. I did not get in that thing. I was busy with kids' entertainment. We had Kara from Jammin' With You, and she was spectacular. All the kids came to her. It was like the Pied Piper of children. If you were under 5, you were moving your rear end to wherever she was. I don't know. She's just got this magic ability with the guitar to make kids jump, dance, and sing.
Wasn't the Pied Piper the Pied Piper of children?
No, that was Rats, right? Was it
Rats?
No. First it was Rats, but then when the town didn't pay the extermination fees, well, like he's like, "That's fine. I'm gonna groom your children."
Listen,
and they're gonna come with me now.
Do not ruin my fairy tales too.
I think, dude, fairy tales were bad beforehand,
sketchy.
but then they were watered down to like make them less rapey, and all of them were bad. All of them were bad, especially the Pied Piper. just like, "That's fine. I'm gonna take your children, mess with their heads. And I'm going to raise them to hate you."
I know that's what you do for love, Jackie. I appreciate it very much, but you've been spending a lot of time in that mermaid tail.
Shout out to Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie. What's better? Jackie just reminded me, since she was dressed up like a mermaid, of JoJo Siwa, who apparently
and I smoke cigarettes now.
What is the deal with her lately?
Dude, she's going through her Miley Cyrus phase. It's just like when Miley Cyrus wanted more attention. This was like every 10 years, it's like a more noticeable person. Or like every 5 years. Okay, so 5 years ago was Lil Nas X, and then 5 years before that, Miley Cyrus.
It's like you had so much attention as a child, and now you're not capturing the same amount as a grown up. So
it's just like, I want everybody to know I'm a grown up now.
Yeah, like she's having triplets with 3 different surrogates. Well, that's not triplets. That's just you're having 3 kids.
Yeah, like according to Marjorie Taylor Greene, yes, you are. Those aren't your real children. You're not a real woman if you can't have babies.
I'm just saying, that's not triplets, though. You can't say I'm having triplets with 3 different surrogates, or is she having triplets with 3 different surrogates? So she's having 9 babies.
Out of all,
I don't know.
Of all the messed up things that Josh and I have said on this, that's the most messed up thing, and that's the thing you're going to get canceled the most for.
Is this cancellation Monday, Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy? The Libbies have named it. Thank you very much.
The Libbies. Dude, she's gonna have a gender appeal veal party, and the Libbies are just like, "Aren't you gonna let the child decide?" Even though it's not even born yet.
Oh God. This is what I needed this morning. So Kamala Harris was on the Cape this weekend. She did $60 million, has raised already $60 million. My friend,
I thought it was 25.
No, I think it's like $60 million at this point. Maybe 25 on the Cape.
Oh, okay.
60 million total at this point. But I love the fact that RTB was like, why is there Secret Service in my front yard? He sends me the photos. From the incline elevator in Provincetown. I was like, yep, that's where they're going to get people. Incline elevator.
Yeah. Like Kamala Harris is not nearly old enough to run for president. I think she should drop out now. Like, wait till she's 80.
But who's going to run? Like, this is, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Jon Stewart, baby. But he'll be scribbling on all the documents and just like, these are declassified now.
I said so.
But I think Jon Stewart is too young to run for president at 61 years old. So.
We need a younger president. We were just having this conversation.
No, older the better. The more experience.
Negative.
Why hasn't Dick Van Dyke running for president right now? It's just like, oh, it's my butt. No.
Our founding fathers were all like 17, 18, 19, like making life-changing moments.
But they looked old because they wore powdered wigs.
Exactly. They looked like me in my Barnstable County Fair videos.
Yeah, but the life expectancy was like 34 years old.
I do understand that, but they had great ideas. They were young people making changes in the world, which I really feel like we need to look to the youth to say, what are we doing here, you guys? It's your turn.
Yes, that's right. Let's look to Gen Z to figure out all our problems. Make everything free.
It's a skibbity toilet and whatnot. This is where we're going.
Just go to the bathroom wherever you want.
Sigma. Facts.
There's just that one guy with a broccoli haircut that just facts.
Not that generation. The generation old, the one before, like after them, not those ones.
I think Gen X should run, not millennials like myself or Gen Z. Gen X, I think, is a good in between.
Yeah,
and
I really do.
All
I think they got it.
Gen X was the greatest generation in my opinion.
Right now.
Yeah, right now. Because they're just staying out of most of the BS, and then they're just observing, and that is smart. They're just like, oh, let the boomers and let the boomers and the kale shake generation just fight it amongst each other.
Well, that's what's happening, right? They're all turning into, tapioca at this point. I don't know what's happening with them.
But they both eat tapioca, but for different reasons.
Second tapioca reference I've had in 2 weeks. I need to check myself. Good morning. Yes, thank you for joining us, and I appreciate that very much.
Oh yeah, I need to show you this picture of Rob Schneider because when I took a picture with him backstage, he had these fancy pinstripe suit, but in the pinstripes it said, "You can do it."
His one like that's what you're known for. That's your hook.
It's one of them. He had so many movies.
I can't think of any other Rob Schneider catchphrases though. That was the one.
It was probably the biggest one.
It's probably the biggest one, but definitely not his biggest movie.
How is he in regular life?
Great.
Yeah.
He's absolutely a freaking sweetheart.
Is he very animated?
Backstage, on stage, yes. Backstage, he's pretty darn chill. I brought back a couple comedian friends of mine, like Josh and Ariana, and then he talked to us for like
an hour.
Yeah, for like an
Oh, that's
hour
awesome.
about just comedy, things that we can do, certain steps to take.
That's
and then,
nice.
Stuff to watch out for. And then like there's like other comedian friends. He's like, oh, whoa, here's what you do. And then my sister, it was her birthday. And then my sister and her fiance also I brought them backstage to also meet Rob Schneider as well.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Do those moments make you a little bit more nervous than other ones when you're opening for a bigger headliner?
Oh, sure. Because it's well, I better not screw up in front of Big Stan.
Well, is this the way they're going to remember me? This is my moment.
Well, he's got a lot going on that, like, if I bombed, I feel that like he would just forget. And then like if I do well, like he'll remember for a little while longer.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. But Rob Schneider, super cool and down to earth guy backstage.
What does Paperback Comedy got coming up for the rest of the summer?
Ooh, let's see. So tonight I'm at where am I, Josh?
You're at Skippy's.
Yeah, I'm at Skippy's Pier 1 tonight. And then tomorrow night, Knockabout, Mike Katrobis, comedian Mike Katrobis is coming down. So I am so confident that you are not going to buy tickets.
What?
That I am going to I'm gonna put a promo code after this airing. I'm gonna put a promo code Stephanie, and it will take 75% off your ticket.
What?
Because I'm that confident nobody's listening. Nobody that's going is listening right now.
Oh, well then, you show them wrong.
Yeah, I want to be proven wrong right now. But after this, I'm gonna enter a promo code Stephanie. It's gonna take 75% off your total order.
Go see a comedy show.
So convinced
Prove
you
them
want.
wrong.
If we sell 25 tickets today with that promo code, AJ's going to perform in the Mermaid Tale.
I would love that. Jackie, get it ready. Dust her off. Actually, I think that might be a good look for you.
Oh, it's Merman. It's Merman, Dad.
We'll just put you on a chair on the stage with your mermaid tail. And you stay there while the other comedians get up and they have to just deal with you with your tail.
Dude, I'm just flapping.
He's like Splash in the background.
I'm Daryl Hannah. If you tell me otherwise, I will cancel you. Excuse me.
I like Merman, AJ. I think we could take this out. Good morning, Thomas. Thanks for joining us on the show this morning. We got Josh Adams, AJ Haypenny, both of Paperback Comedy and just comedy in general. But big weekends for you. I think July is a lot better than your June.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, yeah. Shout out to Brian Galecki for making my July fantastic.
I mean, all July, we've had an awesome month. I mean, the last show we had at Red Nun was with Sheba Mason, Jackie Mason's daughter, which was amazing.
Oh, she did great.
She did
great.
Yeah?
Oh my
But
God.
it was really cool for me because when I was growing up as a kid, my dad had like 3 tapes in his car. He had these like golden oldies, like mixtapes. He had the soundtrack to Good Morning America with Robin Williams. And he had one stand-up comedy tape, which was The World According to Me by Jackie Mason. So that was the first stand-up I was ever,
Oh, wow.
Exposed to. And that is also why my act is super Jewy. But it was cool. That was one thing. Like my dad was like, "Oh no, get the hell out of here."
So did you, feel like you knew her?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's got to be awkward. You're like, I grew up listening to tapes of your dad. That's nice.
Just doing my set.
At least it's not Dr. Ruth. Just like, I grew up listening
Rest
to your
in
mom.
peace. Yeah, that's a little weird.
God.
I ended up doing a very Jackie Mason set. Are you understanding this?
Too funny. Jameson says we've got the roast playing on channel 26 on late night time slots. So there you go.
All right, excellent. Thank you, Jamie, for airing that, because he said, yeah, it's after 10, and you guys made fun of him for being Jewish a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I don't remember one joke that we said that was overtly offensive.
Lloyd Legacy Sharp did Holocaust jokes. This is the nicest guy in the entire world. He took 2 weeks to just try to write anything mean he could think of. He ended up doing it was like a toast battle. It was very very nice.
I cut out where Lloyd was just being super nice to me. Like, no, I just wanted you to rip on me.
but he did try to throw a Holocaust joke in there.
Okay, should I have the promo code be Stephanie in all lowercase or all caps? What do you think?
Either way.
Let's see.
Will they not get it if they choose the other?
All right, so I'm going to do all caps.
Can your audience figure out caps?
I think they can.
Okay.
This is on you guys.
We don't need to yell at everybody, even though I feel like I'm always yelling at people. But yeah, wake up. It's a Monday. All caps.
Wake up. Make up.
You wanted to. Sorry.
She wanted to.
Right?
All right, let's see. Stephanie, 75% off. That says
Look at that. Go
All
see
right.
a great comedy show. We've got a ton of things happening this week. Events on cape.com. I got to start throwing
promo code is live.
Some
I am
paperback
so
comedy.
confident you are not going to buy tickets. I am willing to bet that
This is his new plan.
Yeah.
This is gimmick today. We're doing it.
Dude, 75% off. Have I ever done a deal like this before, Josh?
I don't think ever.
Yeah.
Never. So
I-
remember, 25 tickets and he'll perform in a mermaid tail.
I love it.
As opposed to how he usually performs with a whale tail.
First of all, it's merman. Get my pronouns right, or you are freaking done, my friend.
Shout out to our friends over at Thumbtastic for allowing him to wear the mermaid tail if this comes to fruition.
Yes. Thank you. Enter.
If they don't have one, my stepdaughter has.
Perfect.
The same tail.
Is it smaller?
Knockabout. Mike Katrobis tomorrow, Tuesday, 8 p.m. And like enter the tickets are typically $20 online, but if you enter Stephanie, I will give you 75% off. I'm that confident. None of you are gonna buy tickets.
I love it.
that's listening. That I'm willing to put
It's downright
75%
taunting
off.
at this point.
We gotta start paying attention to this shit like a telethon, like just actually watch the numbers go. We're gonna stay on until we get 25 tickets.
Guys, just make us go away. Just buy the tickets so he stops saying it.
we are holding you hostage. Just it says, where are you groping? Eventbrite.com. Wait, did I read that right? Cindy's comment.
Yes.
Okay.
Where are you yapping? Knockabout.
Yeah, Knockabout tomorrow, 8 p.m. Mike Katrobis, the hilarious Mike Katrobis, and TikTok famous Ivana Bonetti will also be on.
She is hilarious.
Yeah.
Talk about TikTok famous. How is she TikTok famous?
Oh, she's as famous as the
Are you talking about the Barber Rhubarb TikTok?
Yeah. Is that what it's called? I don't know.
Right. Oh, look at this. Cindy's throwing some taunt. She's like, I'll be there, ho.
Buy them now. I'm gonna end this promo code today.
Oh, I love it. What's up, Erica? Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining us on the show this morning. I just saw that Bruce Springsteen is a billionaire. A billionaire.
I can see it.
Well, he sold all of his categories, his catalogs of songs.
Dude, good for him, man. That's exactly what Oates from Hall and Oates tried to do. He tried to sell his category, that Hall sued
They
him.
are never getting back together. It is so
We
tumultuous.
are never.
Ever. What her boyfriend just has now a cereal or something like that with his brother. The Kelseys have a cereal. Did you see this?
Good for them. What is it called? CTE.
That was a low blow.
What?
That was a high blow, rather.
Oh my God.
New cereal thought up by Travis and Jason Kelsey is hitting grocery stores in the fall. They've teamed up with General Mills to launch Kelsey Mix Cereal. It's a blend of the brothers' top 3. So it's not even a new cereal. It's just a mix of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms, and Reese's Puffs.
I can make cereal now.
Wait, so peanut butter and marshmallows and What
And
was the
cinnamon?
first one? Okay.
So cinnamon, marshmallows, and peanut butter.
Dude,
No-
you just mixed Oreos and Lucky Charms. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Not even I get high enough for that mix.
that's pretty high.
That's very high.
There'll also be Kelsey's Pick collectible boxes of Honey Nut Cheerios, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms, Reese's Puffs with the brothers' faces on the box, just in case you want a Kelsey face with your breakfast. Who in marketing thought that this was going to be? Is it going to be a hit?
Listen,
Do we know?
He's essentially married to Taylor Swift, so anything that's connecting to it is good marketing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's stupid, but also if she wasn't still dating Taylor Swift, I don't think it would do nearly as well.
And his brother's retiring, right? Or retired?
Yeah,
I thought you were going to use a different R word. I was just like, whoa, Stephanie, my goodness.
Not that many head injuries. No, there was enough of that going on at your comedy show last night at the Melody Tent.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know where to go. And it's just like, my ticket says D. The floor says it's D. What do I do?
It was B. It was the BD confusion. There was a problem in there.
Like I literally thought like because when I looked at the ticket website that like the rows behind me were all sold out, but like no, those were the ones that were closed out.
Yeah,
And
we're
I was
just shutting those off.
Yeah, and I was just stupid. And I had no idea. I'm like, oh, we're doing pretty well, but I better still promote.
I got to give a shout out to the team of concessions over at the Melody Tent. You guys handle your business. You're really good, efficient, fast.
And they all know, everyone at concessions knows me because of you. And they're like, oh yeah, we see you give Stephanie crap all the time.
Oh, perfect. I love it. Yeah. John, my daughter was working yesterday.
Yeah, your daughter yelled out, hey, AJ, this is the first time I didn't see you in my basement. And like, it was surrounded by everybody. And just like, listen, quiet down. Don't let them know my secret.
I love the secrets of the studio. Shh. Can't give it all away. You only know if you've been here. We've got a full slate of shows all week long. We are very busy this week, but she did make me laugh because my husband went to her line to, say hi, whatever. And we order our 4 things or whatever. And he's like, where's my water? And she's like, you didn't buy one. There's 40 people in line. And my husband's like arguing with her. I'm like, just get out of the way. $40. It was $40. And then he was like, it was you. It was your Prosecco that was expensive. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you order water. I had to concur with my daughter that he didn't, in fact, order the stupid water. It was a big to-do.
You had to go to the Tate?
Right. We went to the Tate. He was wrong. He didn't order it. And he badgered her in front of other people. I made him get out of line.
Well, good, because it gets him early.
That's it. And she did her due diligence. She did her job. She did her job well. I commend the girl. She had a good night.
Dude, they should just give her a taser, like, Dad.
Get out of the way. Next. I'm sure she could have used that for some of the other shows she's had to deal with.
More people would be talking less crap if everyone had a taser. Not a gun, but a taser.
She's actually getting quite funny, and she's been dropping a lot of White Claw mom jokes that I think are really good. I was like, Lily, that might be an act.
Yeah.
So I enjoy it.
And then let's see. It says Emil says on my way to buy 25 tickets. Buy them now.
There you go.
Buy them now.
And she threw up some mermaids in there as well.
It doesn't count unless it's bought like now.
Yeah, don't just drop it in your cart.
That's
like
right.
Me every time I'm sad and I shop on Amazon with my husband's account because I don't have one.
And then she's like, I can't stand to fly.
I'm just waiting for the one day he just buys the stuff that I randomly put in the cart. I'm like one of those when you go shopping with your kids and you know how they throw things in and you're putting them on the belt, like taking them off because they were trying to sneak something in. Every once in a while they get it by you.
Cindy, you get it off of Eventbrite, and it's Knockabout Comedy Night. With Mike Katrobis.
We'll drop it in the chat afterwards, just so you can find it.
Yeah, we'll drop in the old chatty, and you're gonna love it.
Super fancy,
dude. I think Bruce Springsteen just got famous because Michael Scott kept getting all his songs wrong. Just like, oh yeah, Bruce Springsteen. We didn't start the fire, right?
So-
He was nothing before The Office.
Exactly. How
Like, I'm Billy Joel.
how nice of it for Michael Scott to give him a shout out on his TV show and bring an upstart like Bruce Springsteen around.
You know, that show still gives. My son watches it and thinks it's hysterical. 15 years old, never worked in an office, should not get any of these jokes, but absolutely does. Our favorite moment was, I forget what t-shirt my husband was wearing from The Office, but we were hiking in the Catskills somewhere, and they have a ton of Amish up there for some reason. And some of the, like, there was a bunch of Amish that were like pointing at my husband's shirt. And he's like, how do they get that reference? They shouldn't be watching TV. They don't have TVs. I'm like, they're Amish. They have that Rumspringa, right? They have that one moment in time.
Oh, yeah,
they have
the
out of That's good, AJ. You should take that on tour.
That's kind of his set anyway.
Is that guy okay? Should we get him some medical attention? No, he does that everywhere he goes.
No, they have very good health care in Germany. But they all wave in a 45-degree angle. It's awkward.
Nothing, huh? Josh, you're just gonna let that happen to you right there?
I was just waiting for like the banner to come out like, this is sponsored by Bayer.
We were talking about sponsors, and Josh was saying, it better not be Bayer. I'm like, no, I want it to be.
That's how you know you've made it, when you're sponsored by Bayer.
Yeah.
People have to take aspirin to watch you.
Exactly. Dude, like dude, pharmacies control the media, and I want some of that money. I do. Like, dude, I don't care if everything's owned by the Sackler family. I want that Sackler money.
What is the deal with that right now? They're restarting that whole process over again.
Yeah, they're restarting it, and they're putting it head of the board, Matthew Broderick.
Is that what you get when you're billionaires? You just get, we're going to restart this whole process to lengthen the amount of time. I don't think people are going to forget how horrible the Sacklers actually are. So
but then they'll remember how good Oxy is, and then they'll forget all about it. It's really good. It's really good.
I never know what I'm going to get when I get these two, especially on a Monday morning. You just never know. And I apologize if we're offending you today, but
my old dentist, after a cavity, prescribed me Oxycontin.
I believe that.
Not needed at all.
Right? That's my daughter had surgery and they gave it to her. And I'm so glad that I was like, after the first day of her like melting into the couch looking like a Dare commercial, I was like, we're not doing, you don't need that. Take Advil. You're good. I threw it away. I'm like, no way. It was one day and my ex-husband was like mad at me about it. He's like, give her what's prescribed. And I was like, absolutely not. You didn't see the vegetable that was on our couch. She's 11. She doesn't need that.
I only trust doctors, even if they're not mine.
So
if they're in a car and give me drugs, they're a doctor to me.
Good God. Good morning, Chantel. Yes, Cindy, I also love The Office. It's one of the TV shows that I can continually watch no matter what it is on, no matter what episode, where it started, how it ended. I will continue to watch it because it's funny. Still
my favorite is I don't see it. I think them both can do better.
Which one was that one?
When Dwight found out that Pam and Jim were dating, he's like, I don't see it. I bet they both could do better.
Dwight just is awesome. And Rainn Wilson is actually just a regular, normal human being, but he really just took that role, line and sinker.
And then for the most part, like, you didn't need Robert California the whole time. You should just made Dwight the boss.
I know.
For like the last 2 seasons. Because the last 4 episodes showed us how good it would have been if Dwight was the boss, like the whole time after Michael.
Yeah, Robert California was garbage. I agree.
The
seasons need to be stricken for the record.
It took at least 3 seasons of the show Red for us to forgive forgive him.
I blame you.
The Blacklist.
Yeah,
it was all right.
Blacklist was
started
good.
Off good.
I'm a little biased
crazy.
because Paul Rubens was on the show too, and Paul Rubens is great on everything.
Rest his soul.
I still like when Dwight did the whole fire test.
It's the best.
Oh, that whole scene is so.
Smoking.
There's a fire. What's the procedure?
he's burning the handle, the door handle.
So good. I mean, obviously, a lot of that stuff you can't recreate. Although they say they're making something similar.
All right, that's a challenge.
To a recreation.
Steph said you can't recreate that. If you're in an office right now,
I don't think that you can do. Like, it was so inappropriate, but like it just straddled that line. I feel like we're a little bit soft to be able to recreate that now and make it allowable. I mean, even we were having a conversation with the 10 people after we went to your comedy show last night about how people were weirdly, there were quiet moments in the comedy where things might be construed as offensive.
Oh, you mean AJ's fuck Biden joke?
No. It wasn't. It was another comedian.
That wasn't a joke. That was a political statement.
It was another comedian making references to race or inappropriateness with some other stuff. And it kind of got like, there were lulls in the moments.
Yeah, we're calling like, you out.
Where are we going to go with that? And my daughter said that somebody actually came up and was like, I can't. I was so offended. And I was like,
did they say it like that? I can't. I was so offended.
Yes. And we were all sitting there going, how do you go to a comedy show waiting to be offended? You should just know that everything's off the table. You just go with an open mind and you just allow things to happen. I never left a comedy show like, wow, I was really offended. Have you ever left and watched a comedy special even where you're like, wow, I was so offended? No, I didn't laugh. Like, there's two things. I laughed or I didn't, or it was okay.
I can't think of anything that was super offensive yesterday.
No. But we're not those people that sit and wait to be offended. So I don't know.
Dude, I sit to get mad at stuff. If I'm happy, I hate it.
What?
Just like, oh, this is gonna be it.
That was it.
This is gonna be the thing. It makes me mad. I'm gonna complain to a 17-year-old girl about the show that adults are.
Isn't that bizarre? I think it's just
weird.
like really, really weird. And I mean, everybody has their opinion. I get it. I'm offended that AJ isn't wearing an orange bandana because that is the greatest color ever invented by the baby Jesus.
First of all, I appeal to adult Jesus, 31-year-old Jesus before he was crucified.
Teeny tiny baby Jesus.
Yeah, because that was the best Jesus, the one that like didn't give a damn because he knew that he was gonna be crucified. So he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna party.
I have no idea how he got here. Josh doesn't believe in any of that. So
let's see.
I deny it because people blame me for it.
Because Josh and I have been on the road just talking the whole time, and he's saying, well, when the Messiah comes, it's going to be completely obvious. I'm like, yes, it is obvious who the Messiah is. DONALD TRUMP.
What is gonna? He didn't wait 11 seconds before he was out there. After like not even like it was like as Joe was like hi, like just I know it's coming. Like did not wait.
Joe Biden, he's on drugs. Check the pay.
Did not wait.
Yeah.
I don't even think he had said anything at the point before Donald had already had that ready to go in the can.
Well, how are you doing, Joe Biden? Oh, we're wrong. He's lying. Even when he says hi, don't believe him.
I don't know what's going to happen this week, but I'm definitely sitting here with my popcorn waiting to find out where we're going to go this week with all of that.
And I posted the link to the thing.
Perfect. To the show.
Yeah, that applies the Stephanie
cheap comedy show tickets, everybody.
I'm that confident that like this is not even gonna sell one ticket.
If you're looking for a Tuesday laugh, definitely scoop those up for AJ. We are going to be at the Barnstable County Fair on Wednesday. Don't forget, world's largest demolition derby. Lemonadio will be there, smashing and crashing and having some family good times. Also,
yeah, they hired me and like, hey, are you giving me a car? And they're like, no, just run out there.
Literally, you were like the clown.
Like,
like the rodeo bull. Just send him out there.
Like this isn't even Disney themed, but you're making me dress up like Goofy.
That's it. Jump over there. Jump over the cars, AJ. Stand on top of them. It'll be good. Nothing bad will happen to you.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. AJ's
And-
in the middle.
Can I enter now?
And Josh is driving his truck. And then, like, he's just like, why'd you run over AJ? I think he was wearing Palestinian colors. That's why I'm after him.
You
So-
let everybody know where you are before we leave, because I don't know if this is going to get any better today.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, Josh is gonna die. Cindy, the code is already applied on it, which is Stephanie. So you could just copy that link and you're good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good morning, Dave Hagner. How are you? I heard there was a little car fire in front of the Stop and Shop in Dennis last night.
I wish that MetLife stadium piano organ player was there to do "We Didn't Start the Fire." Ryan started the fire.
Exactly. You got to tie it all back in. Perfect.
Though he didn't hide it, Dwight did find it.
Right in the front of Stop and Shop. Somebody got a good photo. Another person got a video. There is no place on earth that you are going in current life where someone's not filming you. I just want people to realize that.
And thank goodness. Thank goodness, because I want to believe that there
You
was a
feel
car
safer?
fire there. But then if you told me that like somebody was lighting their crack pipe, then I'm like, yeah, I believe it.
Lots of traffic yesterday as well. People were complaining. I had text messages like I was the one causing the traffic problems. I was like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, this traffic. Well, maybe don't be part of the traffic.
Right? Wait, just wait. I
What-
went off Cape on Saturday like a crazy person. I waited it out. I'm like, I live here now until the traffic is gone. Then I will come home when it's over.
This is my life.
We drive where we got to go at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right. You know how to
And
how to
sometimes that's a
maneuver.
mistake. Sometimes a tire pops, and then you open the trunk and realize that your BMW did not have a spare tire at all.
When did that happen?
This happened. What was it?
You're
Not last January, but the January before.
In
Yeah.
January?
We were
Mm.
driving up to Vermont, and this happened at 2 o'clock in the morning. We popped a tire and had to sleep at a rest stop and get to a tire place in the morning. It was.
I didn't.
We don't have
sleep
enough
the whole
time to
night.
get through this whole
So
story.
you showed up to your show
And-
very well rested, I see.
Oh, it was the most tired we ever. We didn't sleep for almost 48 hours.
That's so
But
awful.
somehow the delirium worked for us.
It
Like,
honestly makes the best shows.
we were tired and so pissed off at this other person who was in the car with us at the time, who's dead to us now.
Perfect.
Dead to me.
It really worked. Like we had a great show. We were up in like Shelburne, right by the Canadian border. and
Yeah.
we had an awesome show, but the 48 hours leading up to it were,
Well, now you have a story.
Yeah,
yeah.
and it was probably the best sets we've ever done.
See?
It was
it was me, Nestor, and Josh, and we filled 90 minutes by ourselves.
I'm not
and
surprised
killing.
because you didn't sleep.
Killing.
You've got no inhibition. You've got nothing holding you back. You don't care. You're just like, this is the way it is. And honestly, that is refreshing. And people like that because
Yeah.
you're just raw, unfiltered you, which that's scary.
I
I think that is a bit terrifying.
mean, at least for the town officials, but for the crowds, they loved it. I realized like the people that I was making fun of the front row was the town judge, the mayor, and the chief of police. I didn't realize I was making fun of them like
You
the
got
whole
it all
time.
in there.
And I was just like, oh, well, thank goodness our hotel room is not in this town.
You're right. Jackie said it was the new lanes at the Bourne Bridge, Torons. Yeah, I had to deal with a little of that the other day. And yeah, no one has any idea how to follow the lines that are painted on the road. I don't know why they even bother.
That happened twice because when Josh drove me over here, like, dude, there's people driving like it was the villain from Roadhouse. Like, why do people hate me?
Because they can't follow it. They're like, their brain is broken. They look at the lines and they're like, what? It's repainted? There's directions on the ground. Like, you can't follow the directions that are on the ground.
So the traffic wasn't Kamala's fault.
No.
I mean, I like to blame. Well, now that Joe Biden's gone, I'm gonna need someone to blame all my stuff on.
I know. So I think that there are like 6 candidates for you to decide who you want to blame the most. So get in there.
Yeah, and oh yeah, rising gas prices in Europe, Joe Biden's fault.
Right. Or blame Jill.
Yeah. Yeah, she invited both teams, even though only one of them won. Jill, the worst thing you've ever done.
It's all foolish. I feel like we would just run amok better just on our own.
Jill, you could
Do
have
we
just
need a head
said,
of state?
come on, Jill, you could have just said there was violence on both sides and then only invited one team member over. But hey.
If you want to laugh and have a really good time, we've got a nice little code over there for you to get some seriously cheap tickets. I don't know how long AJ is going to leave it up there, but definitely click that link so you can grab yourself some tickets. If you're looking for some trivia nights, we've got those for you. Music bingo this week as well, and the demolition derby. All of our events are events on cape.com. You can go there and keep up to date with where we are for our shows. What else is going on that you want to say before we leave?
Let's see. We also got Red Nun.
Where do people find all of your shows? Do you have one space where it all lives?
Yeah. Our Instagram, our Facebook page, facebook.com/paperback comedy is where we have all of our shows. And then Wednesday we have Andrew Donnelly at the Red Nun, and then Josh is doing a private event with him the next day on a boat.
Oh,
yeah,
boats and hose.
Boats and hose.
Perfect.
Boats and hose. And then I'm
the
going
Nita, the Pinta. Sorry.
And then they're sending me to Gunquit, so I unfortunately don't.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have fun, but I want
AJ's
to do
doing
boat
dueling
show.
pianos.
Yep.
If you've ever been to a Gunquit, you know their dueling pianos is very, very fun. Such a good time. I hope you're having a good time this week. Monday show, Hank and I will be back at it tomorrow, so join us then.
Hanky.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time then. We'll see you.
Bye.
Grab your tickets, everybody.
You're not going to.
No,
I'm gonna leave it up there anyway.
we're never gonna have it.
But you're not coming.
I'll see you at Dino's tonight, 6 to 8 for trivia.
There we are.